Shut up. Here we go, baby. Football action. I'm throwing pump fakes. You don't know which way I'm going, left, right, middle. I'm looking like Tua. The only thing I do look like Tua is being left-handed. But nonetheless, it's week 4 action in the books. And my picks were definitely better than I ever thought I could get. I went 11-5, winning records. My best PR, you could say. Best record I put up yet so far in picking them. Now let's recap what I did. We look into Thursday night action, baby. Those Detroit Lions, boom, they're young, they're hungry, they want more, and they took down the Green Bay Packers just like I estimated they would. Got that win. Easy pick for me. Now we got Atlanta Falcons, Jacksonville Jaguars, over the pond in London, as they say, and an easy victory. Or not necessarily. I guess a pick 6 is really the difference in that game, but I got the pick right. I said those Jaguars would win, and the Jaguars won. That's what we want right there. Then the Miami Dolphins. Tua, he was looking like me right now playing quarterback instead of that dominant force a week earlier against the Broncos. The Bills win big. Biggest loser there. I misfired on that pick. And then Minnesota and Carolina. Tough start for Minnesota. They throw that pick 6 for 99 yards to the house. Boom, boom. That guy jukes, jives, makes Kirk Cousins look unathletic, which doesn't take a whole lot to do. But they bounce back and they get their first win of the year. Maybe they get back on track. Nonetheless, the pick is right for me. And the Denver Broncos, my Denver Broncos finally did it. They got their first win of the year. It was ugly, but everything, a win heals all wounds. I got the pick right. They got the win. I'm on cloud 9. We're running the table after this. That's all I'm saying. Playoff bound after this big time win, even though it's looking like we're going to give up 50 points. But we move on to Baltimore and Cleveland. The Cleveland Browns. Sean Watson went down, and after that, they went down big time as the Baltimore Ravens just clobbered them, and I go down with them with a big-time loss for me. And the Los Angeles Rams, Indianapolis Colts, they're battling like Peyton Manning, Kurt Warner back to... not necessarily. The Rams were up big time, really tripped over themselves, let the Colts get back in the game, and the Colts got the win. The Colts. I got the pick right because I picked the Rams to win in overtime. And the Colts, they're a tougher team than most people anticipate. So we move forward. We forgot the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. I was way wrong on that one. Here we go. Kenny Pickett gets hit in the knees. Knee goes down. They were losing anyways, but C.J. Stroud, man, looking like that best quarterback in this rookie class as he's coming out firing. He's hitting everyone, throwing touchdowns, just making it happen. I get the pick wrong. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans stopped marching as their offense was pitiful, and Captain Checkdown Derek Carr was dropping dimes for 3.5 yards of completion as they go down big time. The one big play he tried to make, the wide receiver couldn't catch the ball. So they took the loss, so did I. Can't win them all, I guess. And the Washington Commanders, they were in command. They kind of got this little mind control over the Philadelphia Eagles, but the Eagles were able to hold on. Big time plays in overtime, big time kick. Jake Elliott gets him the win, gets me the win. A little closer than I thought. And the Cincinnati Bengals, my biggest letdown of the week. Joe Burrow, man, this guy gets paid and he just wants to take it easy. Even though he's a little banged up, it's definitely showing because they're struggling mightily. But the Titans, they go back to their old ways. King Henry just grinding out the ball, running right through that defense, looking like a big, brute, physical team that got them to where they're at. They got the L, or I got the L. They got the win. Next pick. Las Vegas Raiders, San Diego. I can never get that right. Los Angeles Chargers. Herbert looking good, throwing, making plays late in that game. 2 minutes left. 3rd and 10. What did the Chargers do? Herbert drops back. He scrambles around a little bit. He throws a dot. Boom. They end the game with the completion of 30-something yards. Chargers, you know what? They're getting it going here. couple wins in a row. I got it right. They're getting right. And the Dallas Cowboys, New England Patriots, just as I thought. Patriots can't score any points. They get blown away as the Cowboys get back on track and they get ready to take on a tough 49ers team next week. This week, we were both right. I got the W. And the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Niners don't overlook this opponent. They play them twice a year, and they took care of them. Easy victory. Christian McCaffrey, 3 touchdowns the first half, added 1 more. Brock Purdy just throwing a pretty spiral to everybody, anybody. Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel's a little beaten up. Didn't really need him because they dominated anyways. I got the pick right. And the Seattle Seahawks, New York Football Giants. You know, the Giants, every time you think they're going to get back on track, Daniel Jones shows you why. They made a mistake by re-signing him. He throws a horrible pick for a touchdown to seal their fate. And they got the coach slamming surfaces and just so upset visibly on the sideline. Nonetheless, I got the pick right. Seattle's well-rounded, balanced team. They get the win. I get the win. Let's move forward. We got our last pick of Week 4. Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. Jets, Jets. This team came out to play. You know, no one thought they could do anything, but Aaron Rodgers coming on the sidelines, cheering them on. But you got to go against Kansas City. And they got Taylor Swift in the press box cheering them on. Come on, man. The celebrities are out. Easy victory. So it seemed, but the Jets put up a fight. Closer game than most would have anticipated. Nonetheless, I got the pick right with the Kansas City Chiefs getting it done. So I round out the end of that Week 4 picks, and I go 11-5, as I said previously, my personal best. So I'm looking to top that with these next week's picks. Week 5 action. Let's start it off. Thursday night action. Chicago Bears. A tough loss at home. A lot of explaining to do as they're going to play the Washington Commanders. I think the Commanders, you know, a tough loss a week before. They're going to bounce back and command their way to a victory. And the Bears might be on the brink of firing their coach before they even get out of the halfway point. And the Jacksonville Jaguars. Back in London once again, they play the Buffalo Bills. I'm thinking the Jaguars should just relocate out there. You know, no one wants to go see them in Jacksonville. Can't hurt them to just create a new fan base. London's hungry. They don't really know what's going on a football field, but they'll cheer on the Jaguars. Why not, you know? But nonetheless, the Bills are going to win big. They're going to see that talent, that Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, that explosive offense. They're just going to have their way. Bills are going to win. Easy pick there. Houston Texans, Atlanta Falcons. Both teams kind of opposite trends. We saw the Falcons start out early, boom, getting wins. They're going on a little schneid here, and I'm calling it their 3rd straight loss. Houston Texans, they're not the underdogs, but I still think they get the job done. C.J. Stroud, he's just a phenomenal athlete. He's going to get it done. Texans win this game. Carolina Panthers, Detroit Lions. This one, you know, young, hungry team, Detroit, they're going to blow them away because they got that defense, a lot of opportunistic players, and they're going to stick it to this Chase Young quarterback. He's going to be fumbling the ball. He's going to be throwing picks. It's going to be a blowout. Lions pick right there. Tennessee Titans, Indianapolis Colts. You know, Titans a big-time win. They come out looking strong, running the football, just pounding the Cincinnati Bengals. But the Indianapolis Colts, they got one of the best front fours in the league on defense and one of the best offensive lines. I think they control the line of scrimmage this week, and they take down the Titans team riding the high after their big-time victory. So Colts, they're going to be a tougher team than most. That's just a team a lot of teams don't want to play. So the Colts are going to win this one. And we go with the New York Football Giants, and they get to play the Miami Dolphins. Miami left a lot to be desired last week, so this week they're going to bounce back, and they're going to bounce back big. I'm not saying they're going to put up 70 like they did against Denver, but it's going to be close to that. It's going to be bad for the Giants. So Dolphins, that's an easy pick there. And the New Orleans Saints and the New England Patriots, two teams on the verge of collapsing right before our eyes. But I'm going to go with my gut and trust the Saints once again. I don't know why I keep picking this team to win, but they do get the win, and New England's offense is reeling. They may be looking to trade for a quarterback. They need something bad because they're just so desperate. They just cannot get anything going. New Orleans Saints will keep on marching or get back in the win column. And the Baltimore Ravens, Pittsburgh Steelers, a tough divisional battle. AFC North foes, they just plain do not like each other. But the Ravens are just too talented. The Steelers are just, it's going to be Mike Tomlin's first season with a losing record, unfortunately for them. They're a tough-minded team, but they just can't. They're not going to be able to handle Lamar Jackson. So the Ravens are going to win this game. And the Cincinnati Bengals and the Arizona Cardinals. The Bengals desperately need a win, so I think desperation is going to be on their side. Burrow, he might actually break 300 yards, not trip over himself or get sacked 50 times. So Bengals are going to win this one and get back on track, maybe salvage their season, but this will be the starting point. And the Philadelphia Eagles, Los Angeles Rams, game of the week, man. These two teams, the Rams are starting to get back to their glory days when they're one of the top contenders in the NFC, and the Eagles are already at that point. They could go toe-to-toe with anyone, so I'm thinking the Eagles will get the job done. The Rams, they're tough, though. They're going to not go down without a fight, but the Eagles are going to win. And the New York Jets, 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 they go and play the Denver Broncos. My Broncos looking tough, man. Russell Wilson having one of his best years with the Bronco uniform on, but I think the Jets are going to win just because their defense, they're just, their offense is starting to click, and the Broncos defense has been just a sham of what it used to be. They're pretty much last in all statistical categories, so I think the Jets, Zach Wilson, he's going to turn some heads. He's going to be bobbing and weaving, throwing a touchdown there, ducking under sacks. He's going to look like an all-pro as we're said and done. The Jets are going to win this football game. I tell you that right now. And the Kansas City Chiefs, Minnesota Vikings. One team knows how to win in the clutch. The other team, they always find a way to lose. So with the Swifters there cheering on the Kansas City Chiefs, they're going to keep on keeping on, and they're going to get this win. They're going to take down the Vikings. Vikings are in shambles too. And the Green Bay Packers, Las Vegas Raiders, Monday night action. Well, I remember Brett Favre, he couldn't miss a pass. He was just throwing them up for grabs. Everyone was catching them no matter. It was just a crazy game right after his father passed away. I don't think it's going to be a repeat performance by Jordan Love, but I think the Green Bay Packers are just too talented, young football team. They're going to take down the Raiders, and the Raiders are going to want Josh McDaniels out, which I love having Josh McDaniels as their coach because he's just like the team wrecker. But nonetheless, Green Bay Packers are winning this football game. And last but not least, the game of the week. We got two juggernauts in the NFC. The Dallas Cowboys, one of the toughest defenses, an offense that's proficient, could get it done. And the San Francisco 49ers, the hottest team in the league right now, the team to beat, the team looking like they want to battle for that Super Bowl crown, maybe get number 6 on their wall. So this is going to be a doozy. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to enjoy watching this game, but I think the San Francisco 49ers are just too much right now. Purdy is throwing the pretty passes again. Christian McCaffrey's just too tough, well-rounded, and they got the weapons on the outside. But I'm expecting Kittle to make something happen because the teams are going to start focusing on certain guys, and they're going to forget. And Kittle's just going to tear them apart. Nonetheless, 49ers are going to win. And I hope I am going for my new personal best after this week. So I'm looking to top 11 picks right. So we'll see what happens. I'm diving in. I'm showboating. It's prime time. Let's go NFL action. Let's see how I do.